Browner? Alex?
Talk to me.
All right. Listen, Browner, you thought you won our UDDA contest a couple weeks ago because you just let big bets ride. You don't take like little increments of bets. You just put one big bet on it and you just let it ride. Is that your strategy?
I'm a whale, baby. I'm a whale. I'm not a trout. I'm a whale. I do it big or I don't do it at all.
Is that really like a fair comparison when you compare fish, a trout versus a whale? Really?
When it comes to betting, I'm not betting this little stuff. You can't get what I'm betting in the market. Okay, you got to hit the ocean for me. I'm out there. I'm splashing all the water.
It's like Browner is like the prize fisherman. Browner is like he wants the 500-pound bass or whatever, catfish, whatever the hell comes out of it. I don't know anything about fishing.
Moby Dick.
But
boy, you guys sound like you guys don't listen to Let's Talk Hookup on 1090 on Saturday and Sunday morning. You do not sound like professional fishermen at all.
It's
Shout out to Pete.
Like, do you want to come home with like the back of your truck with one giant fish, or you want to come home with coolers full of like a bunch of little yellowtail? I'm all about the little yellowtail, man. Little by little.
Not me. I'm trying to come home with a swordfish.
All right. Well, here's Michael Kirshner. He is the co-founder of UDDA Sports. You can download their app, UDDA, UDDA, UDDA Sports. They're in the App Store. They're in the Google Play Store. They're friends of ours. And Michael has understood that this show is not a professional gambling show. So what's so great about this UDDA app is you get these UDDA bucks, like this virtual currency, if you will, and it doesn't cost us any money right now. So we're betting like we're big superstars because we're getting the action, but it's not costing us anything right now. And here's Michael Kirshner back on the show. What's up, Mike? Happy New Year, buddy.
Happy New Year, guys. Happy New Year. I want to go fishing now.
You're going to go catch a trout.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I don't know where I could catch I could probably get some trout near Austin, but I definitely can't get no whale or any tuna or yellowtail.
Is that where you are? Are you in Austin, Texas?
Austin, Texas, yeah.
I didn't know that. Okay, gotcha, man. How long you been in Austin?
It should 5 years to the day.
How's it feel?
Moved 5 years ago today.
How's it feel to be able to go eat at a restaurant?
You know what? It feels good. I mean, I was talking to some friends in New York who are similar situations as you guys. Things are abnormally normal here. I mean, you wear masks, but everybody wears masks. There's a mask mandate, but the restaurants are open, and it's weird. It's just we're in this pocket of the country where things are kind of back to normal, and been enjoying going to some restaurants. We're trying to do it outdoors as much as we can, and the weather's been cooperative, but yeah, the restaurants are open and things are fairly normal here.
You know, we have a couple of listeners who are longtime listeners. They moved from Orange County to Austin, Texas. They're always shooting videos and showing us what's going on. They were at a big brewery last week, hundreds of people outside enjoying themselves, kids playing on the lawns and stuff. So as Austin, Texas, you say is abnormally normal, is there a big outbreak of COVID numbers? Because
the numbers are rising for sure. I think it's, it's interesting because this is a very liberal city and a very conservative state. And so there's this kind of push and pull between the local government and the state government, and the state kind of supersedes. But I know some of the local, the mayor and some of the local government would like to kind of scale things back a little bit. And they've made recommendations not to eat indoors and for bars and restaurants to go to 50% capacity. But the state just supersedes, and it is what it is. So things are open, but yeah, the hospitals, like other places, are definitely filling up.
All right. Michael Kirshner from Austin, Texas with UDDA Sports. All right, Michael, Let's jump right into this. Last time you were here, this is before the holidays, you created a contest for our listeners on your app, and Browner looked like he was about to run away with it. And then somehow somebody overtook Big Brown here. Do you know the situation I'm talking about?
I do know the situation. So Browner went big, right? It was a bankroll competition. Everybody started with, I think, 50,000 UDDA bucks. Right. Browner went big. He doubled his money, and then I think he doubled it again. So he was just head and shoulders above the field. And so what happened was I forget if it was the Sunday night game or the Monday night game, but it was a big spread. So the underdog had a giant money line, and I don't know the winner. Perhaps he was one of your listeners. But bet everything he had on the money line at plus 900. And lo and behold, this huge underdog comes out and wins outright. And so the person literally plus 900, that's 9 times the amount he bet. That person won. So I woke up the next morning. I checked the standings. I couldn't believe it that somebody had surpassed Browner. I called one of my co-friends. I was like, dude, this isn't right. Like, Browner won this thing. He goes, no, man, this is right. That dude put everything on the underdog. And look, man, there's always next time.
Look, I was ready to storm the UDDA Capitol after I found out what happened, man. I wasn't pleased.
Yeah, you won't get close to the UDDA Capitol. We got tighter security than the U.S. Capitol.
So does my house, and I don't have anything, so I'm not saying much.
Hey, Michael, so now what do we do? You gave us all this bankroll tournament. We had a great time with it. I will be honest, I definitely was surprised by how many of our listeners took advantage and downloaded the UDDA app. Getting people to go from their radios in their cars to downloading an app when they get out of their car is a hard thing to do.
Yeah.
So for everybody that downloaded the app and wanted to get into this game, my thought was, because they, like me, they don't really want to take the chance of losing money gambling on football games. But if it's virtual money on an app where I can get the action, but it doesn't cost me, I'd like to see how much I know and how good I might be or how bad I might be. Maybe I should make sure I don't ever bet. Maybe I should start thinking about maybe betting a little bit. What are we going to do this week with everybody?
So we're going to do something. So we're going to do something a little different for your guys. We did set up a Kaplan, what you call a pick 6. This is the perfect weekend for this, right? And next weekend's the perfect weekend as well. There are 6, for the first time, there are 6 NFL wildcard games. And so what we're going to do is you just have to pick against the spread all 6 games. If you go 6-0, we're going to give you 25,000 UDDA bucks no matter what. If there's only one winner, and let's say that winner goes 5-1 or 4-2, we're going to give you 25,000 UDDA bucks as well. So this is, again, you go to the contest section on UDDA. This is a free-to-play contest, so it doesn't cost you any UDDA bucks, any cash to enter. It's totally free. You just have to download UDDA, register, and then you go to the contest sections, free-to-play contests, and you'll see the click live because it's currently active, and the Kaplan Pick 6 is the name of the contest. So you go in there.
All right, so hold on. Work with me. Work with me for 1 second. So, because people are driving down the road, and some people are in front of their computers right now, and some people have their phones in their hands, like the 3 of us all do. I want to just make sure I follow this. So you've downloaded the UDDA app, you've created an account, okay, and now if you want to come play in our contest, you say, where do people go?
So there are 2 places to access it. You can access it on the upper right-hand corner under the UDDA logo is contests. On the bottom, there's free-to-play contests.
Oh, I see it now. Once I click free to play, there it is. Kaplan Pick 6.
Kaplan Pick 6, right?
Okay.
So
right. I would like to
go in there.
Yes.
And all you have to do is pick these 6 games against the spread. My sense is the winner will probably wind up going somewhere around 5-1, 4-2. But I'd love to see somebody go 6-0. It's definitely possible. It is a lot harder than you would think it would be to do that. And we think this is just a great, simple contest. And again, anybody that goes 6-0 automatically will get 25,000 UDDA bucks. And the winner of the contest, no matter what their score, will get 25,000.
All right. I see so far right now, there's me, Alex, there's Bernard Thompson, there's you, Michael, there's Browner. I don't see you in this contest yet. There's M. Dazzler, there's Steve Calvinesso, and there's CMGNSD, so somebody here in San Diego. So I see people are already in the contest, and then all we have to do is pick each game against the spread. Is that right?
Pick each game against the spread. That's
right, so
it's a real simple. It's called a pick 6. We've done these in other NFL weeks where you had the entire schedule and you only had to pick 6 games. We thought this was a great opportunity because there are exactly 6 games this weekend. So we thought this would be a lot of fun for you and your listeners, and you guys were great. We had, we're an early stage startup. We had about 70 participants in the last bankroll competition we did a few weeks ago, and so hopefully we can get close to that number again.
All right,
Are we
so
gonna go
Alex,
through our picks here? Are we gonna?
Yeah.
Because listen, I want to win this. I don't want people to be copying me. Can I just give like my for sure's? Like I have like a couple for sure's. Like these are gonna happen. Or do you want me to go through all 6?
Sure.
Well, let's do it. Let's. How much time do we have here? I want to just make sure we're
7
all on
minutes.
time.
We got plenty of time.
Okay. All right, let's do it. You ready? Indianapolis is playing at Buffalo, and Buffalo's a 6.5 point favorite. How are you going to go here, Browner?
I'm taking the Colts because I'm tired of people talking about Buffalo.
Okay. Alex, what are you going to do?
I too will take the 6.5 for the Colts.
Okay. Michael, what about you, man?
This one's a tough one for me because I think Buffalo is probably playing the best football in the NFL right now. I generally like taking points with a good team in Indy. That would generally be my strategy, but I just think Buffalo's the hot team. They're healthy. They're at home. They'll have a crowd there. There could be some weather. I'm going to go with Buffalo.
So my inclination was going to go with Buffalo because I thought all three of you guys were going to go with Indy. The fact that Alex and Browner both jumped on the Indy bandwagon, like that's where I was headed. Like, as I said, if Phillip Rivers doesn't throw an interception, Indy can win. You know what? I'm just going with my first instinct. I'm taking Indianapolis.
There you go.
Well, this next game is one of my for sure's.
Okay. What do you got?
So this is the Bears at the Saints. The Saints are -10, and for sure this is Saints -10.
I wonder how that's going to play with Browner.
Are
Browner,
you smoking? What? -10. Oh, listen. I'm everything on this one, baby. Everything on the house, the kids, the dog, the car, even somebody else's house and car. Everything on the Bears.
In a must-win game in Week 17 against the Green Bay Packers, you lost 35-16 in a must-win game.
Okay, why you gotta bring that up?
That's why I'm going with the Saints. I think the Saints are equal to the Packers. Saints by 10.
You sound correct. Listen, we had this team beaten overtime twice. We just didn't seal the deal. We come in, going down to New Orleans. There's no crowd, so this is a neutral site technically, and it's disrespect we've been hearing all week. We coming for it. This ain't Green Bay.
All right, Michael, we've got New Orleans versus Chicago. I'm with Alex here. I'm going to take New Orleans. Browner's point is a good one. They did play a close game, but Alex's point is better, which is that at the end of the year,
what's more recent?
Right. I'll take Drew Brees over Mitch Trubisky, and I'll lay those points. Michael, what are you going to do?
Yeah, I'm with Browner. I think it's too many points. I think that these two teams know each other fairly well. Bears have played them tight. They're indoor, no weather, which you would think would help Brees, but Brees hasn't looked all that great since he's been back. I'll take the 10. That's a lot of points.
All right, Browner, you want to pick a game here, Browner? I mean, we got 6 of them.
Mike, by the way, I don't know if this is just my app or if everybody's app. I see that Bears game listed twice, and I don't see the Rams-Seahawks game in the contest.
All right, we'll make sure.
I have the Rams-Seahawks game in the contest.
Seahawks.
Yeah,
okay, maybe it's just mine.
Well, when you say crazy stuff like you just did, I'll erase something from you too.
Okay. I'm going to reset.
Hey, by the way, I really love working with startup companies like UDDA. And I love the fact that anybody in a startup loves to help somebody else in a startup. Alex, it's like the beer business in San Diego. Everybody is working together. Same. I see UDDA posted on Cited here this afternoon, NFL wildcard weekend. Which one of these NFL playoff underdogs has the best chance to win outright on Saturday? We're talking about it. Is it the Colts? Could the Colts beat the Bills? Is it the Rams against the Seahawks, or the Washington football team +8 to outright beat the Buccaneers? If you had to take one of those teams to win, Colts, Rams, or football team, who would you take, Browner?
If I had to take one of those three to win, I mean, that wouldn't be my pick, but I would take the Redskins to win because I believe their pass rush is going to – okay. I believe their pass rush is going to ruffle Tom Brady. I honestly believe that Chase Young and that defense, they're using this opportunity to make a name for themselves. And what better person to make a name for yourself against than Tom Brady? We've seen Tom Brady raffled many times off pass rush right up the middle. If you get him off his spots, he will throw errant passes.
All right, we got to hustle up here. What would you say, Michael? Who has the best chance to win of the underdogs?
Look, you have to say the Rams just because they're probably the best team, and however, I really like where Browner's head is at. I think Tom Brady doesn't like to get hit.
You don't watch the show enough.
Got a great defense. They'll bring the pressure. I think that's going to be a really good game, And if that's the next game we're picking, I love the Washington football team getting 8.5, 9 points, whatever they're getting. I think on UDA it's 8.
Okay.
See, Alex, what you don't understand is us gambling professionals. Okay, we look at the spread. Okay, that 10 points, that's a lot of points. The 8 points, that's a lot of points. Okay, you need to listen to us.
Okay. All right. Well, I think if I were going to choose one team to pull an upset this weekend, I think I would probably go with the Colts. Because I keep saying if Rivers doesn't throw picks, which is highly unlikely, the Colts can win. I guess after that, I'd say the Rams maybe because they're getting a lot of bodies back. What'd you say, Alex?
I would go with the Titans.
But that
that'll be
so
we're
even.
We're going to post that poll for Sunday's game. That poll will be posted either later today or tomorrow. We'll do a different poll for the Sunday games.
All right, I like it, man. All right, let's keep going here. Let's go to another.
We got a minute.
Okay. All right. So look, bottom line is this. I'm going to make my picks right now. I'm going to take the Rams to cover the 3.5 because I think it's a close game. I'm going to take Tampa Bay to cover the 9 points. I'm really at a loss here in this Baltimore Tennessee game. I'm going to take Tennessee plus the 3.5 because I think that they can cover that spread. And with the Steelers, Cleveland, I'm taking Cleveland just on heart, but I think that the Steelers is the right side of the game, to be totally honest. So there you go. There's some picks. If you go to UDDA Sports and you download the app and you join our free contest, it's real easy to get in and play most. Let's see who can win the biggest bankroll.
Love it. Thanks, guys. You guys are the best.
Thanks, Michael. Appreciate you, pal.
See you in the winter.
Michael Kirshner from UDDA Sports. All right, man.